Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Suzy Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Suzy Q.
Hey everybody, welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. Had to make sure I turn off that slow drip that happens every time somebody hits the chat. How is everybody this wonderful Sunday? Who do we have in the chat? How is everybody? I hope everybody had a good weekend. Look at Griffin's Fish Room. Hey Candy. Mick M or Mickey M? Kaler's Aquatics. Fish Room Fever, Punchy Plant, Punchy Paints. I like your name. Who else changed their name? Worldwide Tropicals. I will be there. Cody-san. William Pridemore. Hello. How are you, William? And I should be cleaning tanks, but instead I'm watching Fish Room. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Aquariums maintained by Andy. Well, hello, aquariums maintained by Andy. I like that. Hey, Scott. And thank you, Scott. See, I'm here with a smile because of Scott. Everything fish. Well, it's so dumb, Scott. Candy said it's so dumb, Scott. What? Oh, having top chat versus live chat? I don't even get it. I don't even get it. Who would care about top chat? I would be going to sleep with this song in my head. That's right. That's how I like it. You have pleasant dreams about Suzy Q. You know what I meant. Damn theme song. Ah, Deborah Saunders. Oh, just got off in work in time. Perfect timing. Let's see, Cody-san's back in the house. Did you? Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, it was very short. I didn't even get my laundry done for the work week. I didn't get any food prep because, I'm going to start my healthy lifestyle. That didn't happen yet. I always got the rest of the day today, right? Driving home and listening. Okay, Elizabeth, I hope your dinner was good. Elizabeth, I was talking to you from your purse, if you didn't hear me. Elizabeth and I were chatting on the phone, and she went to have dinner and didn't hang up. I was driving and couldn't hang up. And I kept screaming like I was hoping I could be heard from her phone. Elizabeth, I'm here. Like in Horton Hears a Who. That's what I felt like I was doing. But I don't think she heard me. So I had to wait till I got all the way home to turn off my phone. So I think I know Elizabeth's family just a little bit better now because of it. What's the difference between top chat and live chat? Everything fish. I think the people who chat a lot, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, show up on top chat. And the people who don't, I don't have no idea. I don't get the difference. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Jinx you. I like that. Hey, Erwan. Hey, Erwan. I like that. Yeah, Top Chat, you miss a lot of the good stuff because it's only showing the people who chat a lot or the people who chat more often. Frank White's in the house. Good luck on your meal prep. Oh man, I really want to. I've got the recipes. I've got the willingness. I even have the containers. What I don't have is the groceries. Going to the grocery store is so overwhelming for me. I know it sounds silly. Mother of four, but Just haven't done it yet. I was thinking about just ordering my food online just to make sure I have it, just so I could chop it up. But, you know, food prep. And, you know, that whole, I decided I was going to take care of all my animals. I'll do water and salads in the morning and the rest of the feedings when I come home from work. And that way I could, like, go to the gym. That didn't happen. Makes sense, but only there's a lot of people. Yeah, that whole thing. Good. Look at you with the brand new do. Yes, I like it. I took a shower. Yeah, baby. So did everyone see John Bag of Donuts video? Oh my gosh, my honey made me a video, and he didn't do it like so I could publish it. He just sees me videotaping myself doing everything all the time, that when he brought something in the house, he thought he should be videotaping it, which I thought was absolutely adorable. Michael says, hey Q, how are the axolotls? Actually, my axolotls are doing so well, even the one that had that horrible, horrible night. Let me see if I can show you. Whoop. Oh, there's a net in the way, but these two tanks are my axolotls. I'm going to move this real quick. Here we go. Those two tanks are my axolotls. You don't want to see my dustpan, huh? And to the one on the left has my 3 females in it, and the one on the right has my 2 males in it. And my one male was having a really hard time go of it a couple weeks ago. And look at them now. They're all doing amazing. Although there was a close scare today, and I wasn't home. Apparently, I'm thinking when I got new plants, and when I opened the bag, one of the rubber bands must have gone into the axolotl tank. And my daughter just happened to see Laguna grabbing it, and she actually had to pull it out of his mouth. Oh my gosh, that could have been horrible, right? Could have been horrible, but it wasn't, and it turned out very well. Very well. So yes, my honey videotaped in all his political incorrectness and putting a lobster in the tank, which both the trigger and the puffer can't wait to eat. This poor guy. So he slept the first couple nights in his corner surrounded by rocks, so he was safe. And now he's inside the boat. He's inside the boat, so that it's like there's nothing that could get him against his back. I kind of feel bad, but I think it's just so sweet that he videotaped it. He said I got excited easy when it comes to fish. I do, though. My axolotls are getting huge. They need a larger surface fish. What do you keep yours in, Bob? Because I just upgraded these, I guess last year, to 40-gallon breeders. Yeah, the 40-gallon breeders seem good. Hi, Bob. I have 2 small. Whoa, back it up. Tiffany White. I have 2 small parrots. A Hans Macaw, the smallest macaw, and a Senegal parrot. Ooh. I want a galah so bad. I'm on a waiting list, but I told John we talked about it, and no more birds for now. Well, I added the for now. But that's my dream, and I'm on. Hey, Chris, congratulations on the 1,000. Woo, woo, woo. Let me tell you, that's big doings. I know what it's like. That's big doings. In a couple years from now, we'll all be looking back, laughing at how excited we were over 1,000. But right now, in our world, it's amazing. So congratulations. And tonight, I wanted to talk about a very touchy subject, which I'm sure a lot of people may not like. But maybe it's happened to you, maybe it hasn't. I have this tank right here, a fish I don't like. You ready for this? I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but story time. So after my first tank I bought for my granddaughter and started learning about the nitrogen cycle, or the nitrogen cycle, I decided to, if I was going to have to wait 4 to 6 weeks on cycling a tank, I better start a tank for me too. I wanted a community tank. This would be great. So as that was cycling, fishless, it was a big 55 and old Odell. It's almost like the footprint of a 40 gallon, but a little higher. And I actually had like a rubber fish in it for a while, but I put like cooked shrimp, things like that, things to create ammonia, and I just let it cycle naturally. And that was going to be for my tropical community, and I was going to scape it. And keep in mind, this is my very first tank. I was going to scape it like I make doll houses. You know, the beach, the riverfront, the island over here, which is good. It was the same way I've seen children aquascape at all the shows. Just saying. But anyway, the more I was learning about stuff, I saw these beautiful African cichlids. And the most I could tell is they could not ever live with my tropical fish. Although they were the same temperature, they had a different demeanor. So I figure, not that I had multiple tank syndrome or anything, I should get another 55 gallon. So I got another tank and I set it next to it and started cycling that. But in the interim, I was learning about quarantining tank. So I got a 29 gallon and started cycling that because I figured I was going to need a hospital tank or a quarantine tank. So now keep in mind, I haven't even had my granddaughter's tank long enough for it to be cycled and her guppies when I had 3 empty tanks going and ready to go. So besides the red-eye tetras that I had in her tank, unfortunately it was a fission cycle, whole other story. Never do that again. Anyway, I got what they called assorted African cichlids. They were so beautiful, little guys. I've come to find out are called Mbunas. The ones in this tank now. These guys, when they were in the 29 gallon, there was probably 20 of them. And they were small and they were spectacular and they were gorgeous, this big, growing up. If the aggression got any too much, I would rearrange the rock. It was fine. Then as I got bigger, every time one of them was breeding, somebody ended up dead. Whichever mom, can you see it as of that one? You'll see there's several of them that look the same. She's the only one that was having babies. And all the fry, all the batches, litters, batches, one fry survived. Every time there was a fry, one fry survived, and a grown-up cichlid died. It's very, very stressful. I had a red-tailed shark in here that could hold his own, but he played tag with everybody, and I'm sure he antagonized everybody. But these cichlids seem to be very territorial and very aggressive with each other. I didn't have two males of the same kind of Mbunas at the same time, but that didn't seem to matter. So when I watch this tank, South American cichlids, or when I watch the guppy tank, or when I look at my rainbow tank, I get this amazing peaceful feeling, or a very heightened interest feeling, or a very, very positive feelings. And I could watch them for a long time. When I look at this tank, I get so stressed out. I feel like I have 4 daughters. Growing up, they tend to bicker with each other, and I'd be like, stop fighting, stop. That's what I feel like I'm doing here. Like, there's a couple times I intervened with a net, and yes, I have a timeout. And I have another quarantine tank. I had to scoop somebody out that they left for dead, who's missing an eye, didn't have any fins left. Well, I nursed her back to health, my one-eyed cichlid, but I can't put her back in this tank. And I can't put her with any other tank. So she's all by herself in a tank next to the angelfish. So this tank really gets me. And it's not the actual setup of the tank as much as the fish. They're just... Now I'm at the point, what do I do? So guys, has this ever happened to you? What do you do when you have fish you just don't like? They're mean. And they're aggressive. And they are nonstop. They're beautiful. So as I see it, here's my options. And I'm gonna come through the chat and look in a minute. My options are to get more, because that, why wouldn't that be the solution when you have fish you don't like? Get more. But I think a little, almost on the edge of overcrowding, tampers down the aggression a little bit. I heard that somewhere about 5, 6 different times in different videos, so I probably believe that. But in order for me to get those fish, they have to be this size. I can't get little fish and expect them to survive in here. That's not going to happen. Or if I bring them to my local, my Bucks County Aquarium Society, I don't think anybody's going to want Mbunas. That'd be like if I brought convicts. Nobody's going to want them. So I just let them just, I'm just committed now because I'm not one just to give up willy-nilly on the fish. My question would be, there's 7 of them in here. Would they be all right in a 40-gallon breeder? So here, that is my big dilemma right now is what do I do with fish that, and maybe it's not about me. Maybe it's not about me at all. Maybe it's about the fish. So maybe I should care less what I'm feeling and just cater to and care for the fish the best I can, no matter what. That was option 3 that didn't come to me till just now, because I tend to think sometimes everything's about me. Anyway. So what would you guys do? Or do you just take them back to the store and say, I don't want them, they're too aggressive? I'm at a loss. So now I'm going to read the chat, and hopefully you guys, somebody in this chat has experienced this kind of, maybe for different reasons. But these fish, there's not a feel good. I'm constantly scooping out dead fish, missing eyes, fins, lungs, everything. It's like lungs. I said lungs. Tunas don't have lungs. Anyway, so maybe you can help me. Now, there are 5 or 6 in here that I guess I don't know. I'm going to read the chat, and hopefully you guys can be of some sort of help. So, oh, I'm so far behind. How nice is it? Oh, John, a bag of donuts. 42 on. 42 on. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't push anybody away. Those Mbuna fans, Aquafunk. Like, I don't get it. Are you going to Dallas? No, Chris. I don't think I'm going to be able to go to Dallas. That's a far, far, far away. They started on a cold water 10-gallon with the long fin blue Danios. That's somebody else's conversation. Parrots are high maintenance and not well suited to be in our living rooms, honestly. Ah, they aren't cramped. Okay. I have to keep reading until I get to... I have had fish that I did not like. Thank you, Frank. But the axolotls love them. I wasn't ready for that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hello, fish lovers. Paul here. Hi, Paul. And don't confuse me for not being a fish lover just because I'm not a big fan of the Mbunas right now. I just had to scoop out my favorite female, the one, the mama, the one that produced all the fish, and my red-tailed catfish is missing. So, oh, not that there's a shiny thing, but there's a shiny thing right here. Let's see if I can do this shiny thing. Oh, no, 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 I missed it. No, that's my coffee. Did I miss it? My rope fish was just out swimming around. Dag nabbit. Okay. I shouldn't pay attention to shiny things, right? But I can't help it sometimes. I pay attention to shiny things. Okay, hey, Paul, howdy y'all. Done, Candy, got it, Funk. Q, so good to see you. Hey, D, how you doing? Look at my Sarah D's in the house, guys. You see this woman in the house, Sarah D? You see her, Sarah Deitch? That's my BFF. You are here on my live stream. I think this is the first time she's ever been on my live. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. She's not a fishy person, but if you saw 3 of my videos were on Calvin's fish tank, she's Calvin's mom. Hi, Sarah. Her nickname for me is Sarah D. My rainbow shark is an ass. Yeah, those, Hi, Dank, if you have not hit the like button. Look at Sarah saying hi to everybody. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm getting a little overwhelmed with the amount of guppies. I need to find someone to help the population control. We'll leave the other older ones alone. And if you can't get another tank, how about your local fish store? If you take a bag or a bucket into your local fish store, they just might take those guppies off your hands and maybe offer you a can of food. I got a can of fish food for my guppies. Get a Rubbermaid tub. Okay, good. Got the overwhelming. If I have a bully fish I really don't like or causes a problem, I try to find a fish friend that may want them. My problem is, Paul, I don't know who's the bully. No, they stay. I waited years for my last Mbuna to die. Oh my gosh, you get it. Nocturnal Aquarist. What if you redo the tank and try to reinvigorate the love? That might be an option. That might be an option. 49 people watch. What? There's 49 people? Wow. Yeah, I did say lungs. Just got here. What's going on? Hey, Amber. Oh my, so far behind in the chat because you know what? Because I did story time. Oh my gosh, it's not Sarah D. It's her son Calvin. Hi, Calvin. I hope you're still watching. Calvin had fish for a while, didn't you, Calvin? And he had his own YouTube channel. He's such a cutie. Sarah, we love you. Oh, is that coffee or rum? Let me tell you. Other story time. I picked up my 26-year sobriety coin today. This is coffee. What? Today, I got this amazing coin that has XXVI. What? That's amazing. But that was a pretty good guess, Royal Fish. I like the way you handle the fish. You may not be a big fan, but you still give them a good home. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, even lurking. Hey, 44 Mag. I've been having issues with my guppies randomly getting sick and dying. Ugh. Agree, Tiffany and Ginger. Hi, Calvin. Everybody's saying hi to Calvin now. Yay. So, I think that might be what I do. But I have to find out. Come on out, guys. Like they're going to come out. I want you to see their size. And if you think 7 of these guys would work well in a 40-gallon breeder. They're about 3 inches. Come on out. Nobody's going to come out. And do your Mbunas hide all the time? I've heard some people say don't give them hiding places and there won't be any territorial fights. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Awesome. Q Aquatics, you are fabulous. Ooh, I don't know about all that. Oh, there's a character jumping in the air joyfully saying, yippee! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Ginger. What? Ginger Graves, thank you. And that character is so adorable. Ah. Nocturnal Aquarius says, cute, congrats. Another thing, we're redoing the tank. It may help to reduce the aggression by completely removing territories. Oh my gosh, I had heard that somewhere. That I might try to do that. I did take out 4 of the rocks, but they weren't their hiding places, but they're rocks because I needed them in my 75-gallon tank. But all these all have holes, hiding holes everywhere, everywhere. So if they're just all out swimming with no places to hide, they may not be as aggressive. That would be cool. I was telling my wife about you and your channel. She heard your intro song and loved it. Yo, Paul, thank you. I'm hoping my wife gets more interested in fish keeping. Paul, what is your wife's name? Because let me tell you, fish keeping as a hobby has changed my life for the better. So that's amazing. There's so much to be said with the fish keeping hobby as well as the fish keeping community. It's just wow. And I think I was listening to Scott earlier. I was listening to his live stream. He was talking, and he said he absolutely enjoys water changes, which is great. That is like the key of it. Washing down the tanks, getting to know the community inside the tank. So if your wife is even a little bit interested, and it doesn't have to be fish. I have some tanks that have amphibians in it. I've got some tanks without kind of like half water and a lot of plants. So if she's into plants, a terrarium, like, oh my gosh, I'll talk to your wife. DM me, PM me, IM me. You know, that's secret messenger. Bob, Kaler's Aquatic, he's jumping up and down and going, yay! $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Deemer's in the house. Thank you. I'd love to think that I did it on my own, but you know, I absolutely did not. But I was so blown away by today's meeting and just all the gratitude that was oozing from every pore. How great. Howdy, redfish. Redfish, bluefish in the house. Oh, Bob, that's cute. I love that little jumping up person, too. Suzy, is your comment share not working? Asking for a friend. Huh, my comment. Is your comment share not working? I don't know. Is that a thing? If it's a thing, I don't know about it. My comment share. You should be able to comment. Oh, I don't know. Is there a comment share thing? True. Her name is Pam, and she loved Joey's story of how he said fish changed his life. Yes, now his was very dramatic. Very dramatic. But even if I don't want to say like if you're lonely, fish will change your, but yeah, yeah. Or if let's say there's a lot of people out there that don't really have a hobby. Fish keeping is an amazing hobby, and once you get past the learning curve. So let me tell you a little bit about when I first started keeping fish. Or unfortunately, it was like when I first started killing fish, I was ready to give up, thinking I was the worst. All I had to do was learn about the nitrogen cycle and how slowly to add fish in the fish tank and all those things. Once I started getting that, it's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. Like this tank over here, I could watch for a very long time and feel peaceful. And like Scott said, this one I can primp and preen and feel great. If I'm doing water changes for more than 2 tanks, I have some problems because you know, a little hard paying attention. Happy Sunday. Sand Creek's in the house. Punchy's, hello everyone. I have been lurking and listening. Okay, Pam. When you post a comment at the bottom of the screen. Oh. When I like that. Bob, tell me if that's what you mean. You usually post comments on the screen. I have to actually touch them. I have to pay attention, Bob, to do that. Oh my gosh. Somebody tell me what you want me to post. I'll go back and post. Because I want to see if that dancing girl posts. Because that was so cute. I don't know. Katie O'Connor's in the house. What? Katie O'Connor's in the house, guys. That's one of my daughters. Hi, Katie. I hope you're still in the house. Oh my gosh, how did I miss this? Michael says, worst case, donate to the club. Your fellow club members will take good care of them. You should have a group of fish in the tank you enjoy. Sell the extra guppies that somebody else's. I like the way you handle your fish. I'm not liking them. Oh my gosh, how did I miss? My daughter's in the house. Calvin's in the house. Under the guise of his mom, Sarah, because he's under 13. Where'd we go? Oh, all the way at the bottom again. Okay, I will say, if you're lonely, fish keeping can ease a lot of that negative. Thank you, Frank. I didn't want to say it because it sounds lame, because that's what it does. And I'm not lonely, but they fill this. They satisfy like a passion. They didn't satisfy a passion. They created a passion in me that I didn't even know I had. Isn't that something? That's weird. Side note, when I got sober, I didn't have a lot of passions because I drank and did drugs and things. So I didn't have a lot of passion in my life. And somebody told me that I need to start trying different things to see what you like, because I didn't know. So as a grown woman, I started going to plays. Didn't like. Then I went to museums. Not for me. I mean, they're for me if I can walk at my pace, you know, like speed walking. Now, granted, when I went to the Chicago Museum and they had dollhouses there, that was a whole different story. Dollhouses stuck. I love the dollhouses. Texas Hold'em. I could play cards whether it's for money or for not, because there's a whole strategy behind that. I love Texas Hold'em. Riding motorcycles, all these things I had never experienced in my whole life, I was now experiencing. Like fish keeping was one of them. I was talking to my friend today, Bernadette, and she reminded me of someone I was at one time. And it's so very true. I was not the kind of I was the kind of person that if I walked in a pet store, you'd probably ask me to leave. You know, it was four small kids, and I'd go running into the pet store looking for the disposable pets. You know, like that kind of person. That was me. I had no extent of, no depth in this area whatsoever. And now it has sparked such a passion that I just want to share it with anybody who wants to listen. And especially those who are trying it and just want to like, forget it. It's too hard. You know, I could talk to you for hours on end that just don't give up, because trust me, it gets so much better. This is the first hobby I've been a part of that I met a bunch of amazing, supportive people. Everyone is friendly and willing to help each other. Isn't it great? And now, if you can get someone or go to a local fish club, it's the same thing but in person. It's like, wow. At least my fish club was. Hi Cavalier. Katie O'Connor. Is that a smile she gave? Ah, that's my daughter, Katie. Hey, Derek. Look at all these GoFundMes. Guys, this is what this community does. We support each other in times of need. Some are temporary, some are ongoing. It doesn't matter. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, nobody looks twice at you. So this is a great community for that. Scott's Aquatics in the house. It is an amazing group of people, let me tell you. Hello from Casper, Wyoming. No, see, I said Wyoming. It says W-I, not N, Wyoming. Understand you're upgrading to indoor pond 2 weeks? Oh, Casper, talking to Casper. Because I'm not upgrading. I would love an indoor pond. Howdy, W-Y. I am from Laramie. Oh my God, don't make fun of me because I'm butchering names. Aquarium Cowboy, who's Funk? Oh, who Funk? The Smell Funk? Look at the dude is in the house. Matthew Moore Cichlids. How are you? Oh my gosh. Suzy, we all have a past we may not be proud of. The person who I see now is an amazing person. Thank you, Paul. I really work hard at being a woman of grace, honor, and dignity. It doesn't come naturally. And I don't want to get too personal, but I'm a lying, cheating thief that's had nothing good to say about anybody. And I was never happy, and I was always sad. And today, 26 years later, I wake up, thank God I'm alive, look to how I can serve people and love my life and love people. Wow, that's not me. That's not me, trust me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Candies, here we go. And Tiffany, hi, I'm trying to set up a local fish club. It's hard, but worth it. Yes, it is. What is that? Artful Sin. Ooh, I like that name, Artful Sin. You got to check out King and Queen Cichlids. You probably may have already seen it, but he did a video on starting up a fish club, and there is so many amazing people that could help you with that. Oh, I hope you get it off the ground. Even one or two people getting together at somebody's house every month is a great start. Thank you, Candy. GRB Aquatics. Good day, Suzy Q and everyone. Hope you're well. Yes, yes, yes. Look at 25 minutes to funk. So now it's, oh, if you can watch your own fish more than 15 minutes at a time, consider a passion. Oh my gosh. I could do that. I try to not figure out what's in their minds, but to see how they interact with each other. Like to see the hierarchy within the tank when they don't think I'm watching. Like after I'm sitting there for a long time perfectly still, they act very different than when I just walk into the room. So once they know I'm not there to feed them, I'm just sitting in a tank, then they go out their business. Especially those little pea puffers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they are awesome. Please hit the like button if you haven't. Thank you guys. Monica Lynn in the house. What's up, Monica? Chris Biggs in the house. What? Biggs look like transient hobo, and for some reason his welcome place is very strange. Well, let me tell you, the first time I saw you, Keystone Clash, I remember the candy, Keystone Clash, I had to turn to somebody. I don't even know. It might have been, I don't know who I said this to, but I turned to them and I said, "Who was that? Were you wearing a mask?" Then I got introduced to you and it was like, pretty cool dude, Biggs. The Mad Aquarist. Hope you're doing well. Oh, look at this. Okay. I'm upgrading to an indoor pond. Oh, okay. You are upgrading to an indoor pond. How big? Is it going to be like 500 gallons or a couple thousand gallons? Because some people's indoor area is big. My whole house, I think, is 1,100 square feet. Very small. I absolutely love my fish. Exactly. I see something there. What is that? Ah, Mark. Big Easy. It's not easy being green. I finally got all my favorite fish. Everybody's saying hey to Mark. I can multitask doing water changes. Y'all did the thumbs up. You can multitask. I cannot. When I'm doing a water change and have to walk out of the site or let go of the hose, I need to sing the song. I'm changing water. I'm filling up the tank. I'm filling up the tank. And I can't stop singing that till I come back to the hose. I have flooded my floors. I can't even countless times. Countless times I have flooded. Flooded. Joe Higdon. Hey, everybody from East Tennessee. How about those Titans, huh? You a Titans fan? Yeah, Titans fan. I wanted to punch 3 of my fish in their fishy face yesterday. Oh, oh. Let me show you. Oh. This fish right here. Do you see that beautiful Oscar? Do you see that cholla wood on the ground? All I wanted is to use a piece of that cholla wood in my new tank. Knowing full well that I'm not going to stick my hand in that tank. I didn't raise this fish. I got him after a cichlid show. Whose was that? Jason's? It was Jay Wilson's. It was Jay Wilson's Oscar. But I just stuck the net in to get the cholla wood, and coming up, he grabbed that net, ripped it out of my hands, and started thrashing it around, and he came out of the water. I have a metal gate on top of that tank. And I was so scared of that fish at that moment. I was so scared. I'm addicted to Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi, and coffee. Say a cafe. Tiffany White. Tiffany White says, "Congrats on 26 years. You're just awesome. All of us made mistakes and learned the hard way." Boy, I learned the hard way at other people's expense. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I was looking at this live stream on my phone because I think it shows the super chats better. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You do you, Suzy. You make a difference for a lot of people. I appreciate you saying that, Chris. I got to tell you though, when I get around fish keeping people that have been keeping fish for 30, 40 years and know the names of which rainbow fish is which, and that was able to tell me that you put a South American cichlid in with this cichlid, or I tend to feel inferior. I gotta say. But I do know I give it my best with all my heart, and I share what I'm learning, and I keep studying, and I keep learning from people like you and Rachel and John and Lisa and King and Queen and anybody who's willing to share their experience so I can learn better. I just had that horrible experience in the beginning, kind of like believing everybody and everything I read on Facebook. Something not to do. So I appreciate that. Look at all the cool people. Mr. B's in the house. Talk about cool people. Mr. B is pretty cool. Guys, please take a moment and click on these links. They're all in need. Yes, this is what our community does. Wait, 26 years what? Sober. True that, dude. That's right. Today I got my coin and I am so excited and so grateful. Yes, yes, yes. Brandon, cowboy. Ooh. See ya, cowboys. Cowboy leaving. Select pet. I'm sure everybody's flooded at least once. Oh, Artful Sitter. I'm saying once a month. Once a month. Thank goodness I'm the mom and this was my house at the time. So now it's John's in my house and almost all my fish tanks are in the basement. So if I flood, I got a cement floor. I'm good with that. Not that I'm good with flooding, but I tend to get water places, you know, places where water shouldn't be. 100-gallon with a 40-gallon boat front inverted on top. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to see that. Some of us flood at least once to change. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ginger, for saying that. I'm not alone. Oscars are drama queens. So my other Oscar, which I just lost all the lighting over there, but my Oscar that I grew, they're very much a drama queen. And if I change the water, she'll lie on the bottom of the tank for a while. Or if I go in to prune out, like let's say a dead potho leaf fell in the water and pull it out, she lies on the bottom of the tank on her side. I'm like, really? Really? Big wuss. But I'm afraid of this other fish because now keep in mind, I was going to put these two fish together in a 75-gallon. I'm rethinking that. I am absolutely rethinking that now. That's right, Matthew Moore Cichlids. It's Spanish. 2 L's sound like Y. It's Spanish. 2 L's sound like Y. Did I miss something? Oh, choya. Choya wood. Did I say it wrong? Choya wood. That's right. Choya. Choya. Mr. Higdon, East Tennessee here. Ah, that's right. Mrs. B's in the house. Hi, Mrs. B. Ah, I flooded my basement many times and could have raised fish without tanks. Thank you very much. Thank you. What did I do now, Bob? Uh-oh. Candy. I can't believe Candy would do anything. Oscar drama, cool fish. That's why you don't top off its tank. He will jump. I know he'll jump. I don't know if you can see this. I'll put it over here. I have these metal shelves on sensitive fish that will like jump. Let's see. Do you see this shelf? I've got these shelves on top of fish that jump. And right now, this is my quarantine tank. You can't see it because of the glare. For my Denison barbs. I noticed after I put them in the quarantine tank, they're a bit of a jumper. So I put that metal rack on top. Because I do not want to lose those. I love them. Oh, I know I keep giggling. Oh, Monica, I enjoyed the tour you gave last night. Some awesome plants and tanks. I got to catch up and find that. 55 likes. I have 55 likes. That is so awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, don't forget, when I have it 16 minutes, we're all going over to Aquafunk. Uh-oh. Sup, Funk? My bad, Funk. Oh, got the like, Funk. Matt. Oh, 7 years. Congratulations. Dude, I knew I liked you. 26 years. Ain't God good? Oh, you're not kidding. Every morning I wake up and say that. Well, not quite like that, but I probably could say it like that. Ain't God good? Matt, that is so awesome. Candy, please don't be mean. What? I find that so hard to believe. I'm going to have to go back and look at this thread because I can't believe Candy would ever be mean. I'm sorry. I can't believe that. Except for that obnoxious guy that was like hates women and was so nasty. Whew, she deleted him from my channel like seconds flat. Thank you so much, Candy. That was not mean at all, though. No, silly, your comment is still up. Oh, giggling at me. My wife is going to love me when we buy a house with a basement. It's going to become my fish room. Get the tanks out of the house. One nice show tank, yes. So in my mind, one nice show tank. How great would that be? I have two amazing show tanks in my new living room with a nano saltwater and a nano freshwater globe in the other side of the living room. Four fish tanks in my kitchen, and I still act like all my tanks are in the basement. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8, 9 tanks, and I'm still acting like I have one nice. I don't know how John Bag of Donuts puts up with me. I really don't. Oh, everything fishes back. None of us should ever stop learning. I view that as death. Exactly. Would they say that? I forget what they say, but they say something like that. I flooded the local fish store once and got distracted. Oh, snap. It's bad when there's witnesses. I've had that a couple times. And not that my tank was flooding. So the python runs into my sink, and sometimes the sink doesn't drain as fast as the water being drained into the sink. So I'm so focused on the end of the python, not catching any fish, especially where there's little fish in there. I've heard some daughters come out like, what the bleep, 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 bleep. And I have to go in there. Brand new kitchen floor had to be cleaned. Well, not brand new kitchen floor. It looked like a brand new kitchen floor after it was flooded. I got 60 lies. I got 60 lies. Bob is picking on me. Oh, snap. Bob, you better watch out. That's right, Chris. If you stop learning, you stop living. Exactly. Exactly. 13 minutes to funk. I gotta go. Gotta get kids off to bed. You have a good night. Congratulations. Good luck on your guppies. I hope you got some good solutions here. Hey everyone, father and son fish room, F and S. I could say father and son better than I could say F and S. F and S. I have my rose lines in a 125 with no lid. Haven't lost one yet. Knock on choya wood. I love it, Terry. I think the reason they were a little jumpy is because it was a quarantine tank and I just put them in there. And it's only a 29 gallon. So, and every time I come in the room, I hear that like they're diving off of a high dive. So I'm like, I think I kind of spook them still. I just subscribed to Aquafunk. That's a very good call. Very good decision, Paul. You're not going to regret it. Because in 12 minutes, we're all going to go over there and watch his live stream. And you'll see what we're talking about. Great guy. Great guy. I just subscribed. Love to have a new fellow fish keeper on the stream. That's right. I want to thank Fishroom Fever for hosting and having me on as a guest. It was fun. Oh my gosh, what did I miss? I gotta go check this out. Yeah, Candy doesn't do mean very well now. She doesn't. She doesn't. Don't hit the like button and she can get really mean. Okay, maybe that. How did John get the Bag of Donuts moniker? When I met John 26 years ago, he had stopped eating donuts. And I remember everybody called him Johnny Bag of Donuts. I think we weren't on the same softball team. I was on a softball team that they let people go on that like play for the fun of it. He was on a softball team that plays to win. Very different. Male or female makes no difference. I'm all about showing up in the uniform like, let's play ball. Yay. Hurrah. They come out there swinging and killing and out of the park. And oh my gosh. And then they're doing these sideways. Oh, yeah. My team was a little more lax. We didn't win as much, but we had just as much fun. That's when I met him. And his nickname was John Bag of Donuts. And he's been, since I know him, long before YouTube was even invented. He's been John. I always said John Bag of Donuts. His last name is Pone, so I call him my pony, like my pony boy. I'm John Bag of Donuts. Need to get me a python. Oh, life-changing, water-changing, life-changing python. Holy cow. I even got an extension to an extension. I don't know if you can see it. It runs through my walls over here because my water's on the other side of the room. Life-changing. It might waste a little more water, but if you don't like carrying buckets, or if you have a hard time carrying buckets, after about 2 or 3 buckets, now keep in mind I got like, what, 50 tanks? My elbows start hurting. Pythons changed my life. The concept of it is amazing. Now, when I was at my local fish store, there was a demonstration done with a small pump put in the fish tank. Same effect. It can go through a hose all the way there. I haven't tried that yet. I'm scared to start YouTubing videos. Oh, why are you scared, Paul? If you do it for the fun of it and enjoy learning, nothing to be scared of. If you're doing it to make money and get subscribers, forget it. But I gotta tell you, here's the hardest thing I've had to deal with. Mean comments. Mean comments are very hard. It's real easy to say, but I went to bed crying some nights because I'm sitting here talking about my fish. There's no need to talk about my size. I know what size I am, or I'm talking about my fish and somebody just talking trash about me, or I don't know why I just took it personally. But now I'm having fun with it. I had to get over that hump. So if you don't have that problem, you'll be fine. As long as you're doing it for the fun of it and you're not acting like what you know is what everybody should be doing, you will not have a problem doing YouTube. The hardest problem is doing that first video, which John Bag of Donuts has done. 8 minutes and 23 seconds to Aquafunk too. Do you play softball with your motorcycle gang? No, my motorcycle club, not gang. We do not. We actually are. I got two. I got a Christian motorcycle group, and then I got my women motorcycle group, and neither one of them play softball. When I first got sober, there was a sober team. We played softball. We played against the bars, and the best advantage we had Sunday morning, where we were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Where some of them were kind of like strolling in. Maybe some of them still kind of had a little bit extra left over. Baseball teams, gotta love Washington winning the championship. Finally, since they were Canada's first professional ball team. Congratulations. Funkin' 10. I need to get to know, need new water faucets. My water faucets do not fit the Python. I had to get an adapter for the end of the, and even when I did that, I was too rough on my kitchen one. So my son-in-law just changed out the faucets. Now I'm trying to be softer on them. But yeah, that could be one of the downsides. Yes, everybody's telling Paul, yes, it is. It's awesome and it's easy and it's fun. Do the videos for fun and education. Otherwise, it's daunting. Exactly. If you're doing it for fun and sharing your experience, or if you have, like some of the hardest things was learning how to edit. You don't even have to edit in the beginning. Some of the others is my storage space. Like then I just had to get over my hoarding, kind of like it. Just delete it. Just delete it when you're done. Like no big deal, right? Fortunately, you can moderate your comments both in stream and general comments, so mean comments can be largely eliminated. I didn't know that at the time, Frank, but you're right. Now I know there's certain words. They with standard sinkholes have threaded ends and swivel. Yes. All for the fun of it. That's right. Oh my God, no, they did not. That is F. Oh yeah, they did. Like I'm sitting here talking about fish. You're gonna talk about me? Please. Deep breathe, every fish. Deep breath, yes. You ride your motorcycle with the Hells Angels and go to church on Sunday. True that, Joe. And you're gonna be the bitch on the back, right? I remember that. I don't have a problem with that. You should hear my playlist. I make vlog videos for fun. Exactly. Because it is fun. It is fun. I just got to remember when to shut my yapper. You know, especially we're all laughing and talking about John Bag of Donuts, and I got to, like, that's not my story to tell. I got to keep it on my story to tell so I don't get in trouble. My passion for doing a video would be to share my tanks, just to be a part of the. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. And at first, I think the first two, three I did, I wasn't in them. It was just about the fish, and I think I played songs like "Slow Ride" and um, "The House of the Rising Sun." And then 6 months later, when I learned about analytics, I'm like, oh look, I got copyright strikes. I had to delete those videos. I didn't know any better. Nocturnal says, I'll be back. Got to go down, redo 2 tanks. Nice. Joe's in the house. Does your motorcycle not gang have their name on the back of leather jackets? They do, but they don't have the rocker on the bottom. That makes all the difference. That makes us a club. That makes us not a club. We are just people who hang out riding motorcycles together. And I would never wear a rocker on the bottom because that's kind of disrespectful for the clubs that are out there. And we're pretty close to some pretty major motorcycle clubs that I'm not a part of. Although I did meet a woman tonight, and I cannot wait. She said she used to ride bikes. She wants to start riding again, and I'm like, I'll ride with you. I'll ride to the grocery store and back if you want. How great will that be? I'm just waiting for it to get 40 degrees. I'm like, oh, I got a motorcycle friend. YouTube name should be Ginger Rambler Graves. That's right. People that criticize amateur videos discourage exactly the content maker. It's unnecessary, but some people, I'm thinking, this is just my opinion, don't have self-esteem, and it makes it hard for them to do esteemable acts. So they tear down other people to make themselves feel better. It's kind of pathetic. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too. So who just got this stuck in their head? I love it! Everything fish, that was so funny. Oh my gosh. So funny. So we got 2 minutes. If you have to go and grab your coffee or your adult beverage or your snack or anything you do before going to Aquafunks or take a little bathroom break, go ahead. It won't hurt my feelings. I run the water hose down to the basement stairs. My cat watches the water and tries to catch. Oh, that's hysterical. So a rocker makes it again. The bottom rocker, not the top. The bottom rocker. Yes, it does. Makes it a club. We got you, Scott. Hey, 44. Oh my God, this was so much fun. I would love to see your cat chase the water through the hose. Well, guys, I can't even tell you how much just sitting here chatting with you on this Sunday night, it just picks my spirits up. So thank you. Thank you very much. I still don't know what I'm going to do with my Mbunas, but I'm definitely going to take away the hiding spots and see if that helps a little bit. I can't thank everybody enough, especially for those super chats. That is awesome. I'm thinking about going with a different editing software, so I'm saving money up for that. So this will help tremendously. Right now, I use Adobe Premiere. I don't like it. I'm an iMovie person this whole time, so I really wanted Final Cut Pro. It didn't work out that way. By default, I ended up with this Adobe, but I'm testing it, and while I'm paying for it, I'm using it. So thank you very much, everybody. I have it in my head. Awesome. So just in case you don't have it in your head,
Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q. Hey everybody, it's Suzy Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Suzy Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Suzy Q.